Hello and welcome to the forum. Every week, we take no more than 15 minutes to discuss the 3 highest conviction ideas surfaced across the Smartkarma network, cutting through the noise and helping you zero in on what truly matters most. The live forum and Q&A session are exclusively available to Smartkarma Plus subscribers. You can always revisit previous episodes on this YouTube channel. Without further ado, let's dive into this week's ideas.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Smartkarma Weekly Forum. The forum is a high-impact live webinar exclusive to Smartkarma Plus subscribers. We use the forum to discuss some of the best, highest conviction insights as surfaced across the Smartkarma network. The forum is meant purely for informational purposes and does not constitute investment advice. It is the opinion not of Smartkarma, but that of our insight providers, and Chatham House rule applies. Every week, we take video recordings of the forum, convert them into bite-sized pieces, and upload them onto our YouTube channel to make it easy for you to revisit them at your own time and pace. This also makes it easy for you to share them with friends and get their feedback. Every week, we try to bring you a range of insights covering large caps, small and mid caps, as well as core themes. In this week's forum, we will revisit an idea that we have previously discussed, which is ITMG, or Indo Tambang Raya in Indonesia, which is a deep value coal play. We will then look at large cap Tencent, which has risen over 100% in the past 3 months. And finally, we will revisit our core thematic of liquidity in our thematic section. Indo Tambang Raya, or ITMG IJ, has a market cap just shy of $3 billion. It is a name that's covered by Sameer Thaneja on the platform, and it trades almost $6 million per day. The company is involved in coal exploration and mining. Sameer expects a 10,000 to 12,000 rupiah dividend for FY 2022, which translates into a whopping dividend yield of 28 to 33%, as the company's earnings are set to improve. If coal prices continue to remain elevated, we could see greater than 50% of the stock price returned in dividends over the course of the next 12 months. Sameer finally notes that there is excellent margin of safety here, with 40% of the market cap in net cash. With a greater than 65% payout ratio, cash levels will continue to build further. Moving on to Tencent, which is 700 Hong Kong. This is nearly $500 billion market cap and trades more than $1.5 billion a day. Today, we are featuring the insight from Minglu. We believe that Tencent does not deserve or require an introduction. It is one of the leading internet companies in China. Minglu notes that the total revenue growth for Tencent will accelerate from the level seen in fourth quarter 2022 and will grow by about 9% for the full year 2023. Meanwhile, operating margins for the business will remain stable, but will climb in the second half of 2023. This translates into a 16% growth in EPS, which means, according to Minglu, the share price still has an upside of between 20 to 40%. The PE ratio, he thinks, will continue to remain stable in the low 20s. Finally, we will move on to the important thematic of liquidity, which is covered by Michael Howell, a key liquidity strategist from Cross-Border Capital on Smartkarma. As you would have noted from our insights in Q4, the global liquidity cycle bottomed last October. This has had immensely positive implications for global stock markets as well as global bond markets. Michael notes that there is noticeable acceleration now in US dollar terms, with liquidity growing at nearly 30% annualized. China and Japan remain the 2 key central banks that are leading the charge. What's interesting is that the US Fed seems to be stirring as well, and net liquidity injections seem to have begun. Financial markets have already noticed this liquidity boost, and this should continue to support asset values for the course of the year. In case you have questions for our analysts, please feel free to continue the conversation on Smartkarma. We hope you found the forum useful, and we hope to speak to you next week. Thank you. Goodbye.
That's it for this week. You can find more ideas like the ones we discussed today on demand on our YouTube channel. Remember to subscribe and hit the notification button. If you like these ideas, spread the word. Tell a fellow investor about Smartkarma Plus and follow us on social media. Just search for Smartkarma. And of course, don't forget to visit smartkarma.com for more independent, differentiated investment insights. Thanks for watching and see you next week.